what we know for sure is that a lot of car makers in Europe are having issues, and Volkswagen is right at the front of that. There is overcapacity in Europe. Car sales never really returned to levels before the pandemic. EV sales growth is slowing, and we have new competitors like Tesla, like some of the Chinese entrants that make their life difficult. So, it could very well be that one or even more factories will have to close.
Stefan, talk to us about that Chinese competition. Give us, because there's no Chinese cars to speak of here in the U.S. Talk to us about how it is in Europe.
Yeah, of course, in the US, the Chinese can't really make an entry because of the tariffs there and the trade tensions. The EU has answered, as you know, with its own set of tariffs. But the Chinese car makers have started to expand here in Europe since early last year. And the big brands, BYD, MG, which is now owned by a Chinese company, Geely, but also some of the smaller ones are offering electric but also combustion engine cars at discount prices. So they're really, producing very cheaply in China and selling at a quite affordable and competitive price here in Europe. So, they're making inroads. They represent about 10% of new sales. So a significant, competition already. And they have plans to expand more, produce locally even. So yeah, it's only going to get more intense competition here in Europe.
What I don't understand is my impression of just working in Europe is that unions really rule the roost. I mean, will unions allow this? Like, what's that dynamic?
Yeah, it's a difficult dynamic to say the least. Unions will fight this. That's obvious. They will try to sweeten any deal. No company in Europe that has a major union presence will be able to do this on the cheap. So Volkswagen will have to pay sort of considerable, payoffs to any workers it will let go. But of course, unions also understand that the European automotive landscape is changing, that labor costs are relatively high in countries such as Germany, but also Belgium, where an Audi plant might go. So it's a fine line that they have to walk, but for sure they will not go down easily on this front, and there's going to be hard negotiations to come in the coming months.